Oh, I'm seeing Dragoon. Alright, I'm going for it.
Your security status.
This is gonna be a hard one. If he newts me out, my repping power dies. I'm as good as dead. See if I can hold it here. Start to lock me up. Here comes the first newt. Oh, he's hitting me with 2. Oh, there's the third one now. I'm gonna be newted out right quick here. But he won't be able to burn my weapons down. It's a race now.
Warp drive active. The capacitor is empty. The capacitor.
It looks like we both have a 400 plate. It's all about the RNG gods now. Come on, baby.
The capacitor is empty.
If I crit him, I could win.
Is empty.
His space structure is more than... Oh, he hit me good there. Oh. Ah!
Warp drive
Good fight, brother. Welcome back, you guys. It's Craziness of the Internet here, and we are back again with a pirate PvP roaming series here in EVE Online. Now, in today's roam, I will be using the Punisher from the Amarr faction. This is a powerful armor-bracing frigate. It does have decent resistances, and you can use it as a mid or close-range brawler, depending on which weapon type that you choose to use, as you can use the Minmatar weapons, or you can use the Amarr lasers, or you can use the Galente blasters. But do make sure to note that if you are in a solo fashion, that you do have to manually pilot on the screen to be able to get good hits on your target. As in most Amarr ships, you do have reduced mid slots, as they are some of the most powerful fleet formations in the game, meaning you do want to fly around with other people. So today in this roam, I will be using this build right here. As you can see right here, I do rely heavily on my DPS output, as you do need about 180 to 185 DPS in a frigate to be able to pressure an ancillary repper. So by making sure that I do have enough DPS to pressure my opponents in a good 1v1 format, I do utilize as much DPS output as I can get in this ship design. Now do note to yourself, you guys, that I do see a lot of players out there using our 2 400mm old tungsten tackler design. Now do make sure you guys understand that that design does seem like it is powerful because it does have lots of hit points, but in the end, by adding that extra armor and adding those rigs, you do make yourself significantly slower, and on top of that, your DPS output now is not enough to sustain you in a good 1 versus 1. You will go down and you do lose full range control, because in a 1v1, you guys, or in any solo format, you do have to be able to pin your opponents, and that means you either have to have a disruptor or a scram. If you use formats where you just use a web and try to kill your opponent that way, then sadly you cannot finish them, because a real PvPer will just warp away in the end, and that will only kill newer base players or weaker players in PvP in general. Once you understand that, you can see right here in this build that we have utilized it to its full capabilities. Now, to get a fast understanding of what I am telling you guys right now, as you do see, I do not have 2 400mm plates. I do have a power repper instead. Now, by combining that repping power that needs capacitor and reducing the capacitor need for my weapon systems by utilizing the 200mm auto cannons, I am able to allow myself to keep that repper on overheated for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. That is if I'm under no nuke pressure. So if you guys want a quick understanding of what that is, that's about 30x my rep, so that equals to about 5,000 HP over time, and sadly the plates only give over 1,000 HP. And if you guys are new to PvP or need help in general understanding ship builds and design, then you can go ahead and find those down in the description below, and I'll throw those up on the screen right now. And if you guys do enjoy the pirate PvP roaming series, don't forget to check out some of my other videos, and I'll throw those up on the screen right now. You can also find these down in the description below, and I do hope that you guys enjoy them, because I am glad to share them with you. As do remember, you guys, this is all for the next generation of EVE Online PvPers and the industrialists and miner players that maybe want to get into PvP and may have never taken those steps themselves. And this entire channel is community based. So with that said, you guys, if you are subscribed to the channel and you do like this video and you do comment down below what your favorite frigate is, then you will be entered in the 2 billion ISK giveaway. So I do hope to see a lot of you guys entered in that, and congratulations to the last player that did win the billion ISK. And don't worry guys, if you didn't win yet, there will be plenty more to come. And finally, one of the most important things in EVE Online is percentiles, especially when it does come to PvE and PvP in general. So if you guys do want a fast understanding of how implants and boosters do work in the game compared to other MMOs in the genre, do go ahead and click the link down in the description below, and I'll throw that video up on the screen right now. And remember, you guys do not listen to anyone in the game. Always do use implants and boosters when you can, as percentiles are one of the main aspects that give you an edge in PvP on the battlefield, not just piloting skill or piloting error. So once you do understand that you do have around 248 DPS in this build, that you can overpressure ancillary reppers and start to pressure dual repping vessels, and on top of that you could also take on destroyers. But you will usually be outpaced by heavily based gun destroyers, but you can lock down under certain circumstances a mid-control destroyer. You do always have to remind yourself that you do have to manually pilot on the screen. But with that said, let's get out into the roam. I am going to go see what is over here at the medium, and do remember you guys that we do have a good base resistance in this ship, so we can take on many types of vessels. There also is another small little group close by, so I hope that they do come into the system as well. I do see a catalyst here. It is at range for me, so I may be able to pin and hold it here with my scram. Hopefully it's got a micro warp drive engine here. Let's test it. Better switch your ammo quick here, little missy. I'll just fire him back. You ain't gonna catch me at this rate. Alright, looks like we do have her pinned and we are able to control this field here. Come here, you. Oh, little wiggle jiggle. I got her held. If you can, always go for those T1 destroyers. They always only do have 2 mid slots. If they crit you though, you do die. Alright, good fight. Look at this kill mill right here. It does look like she did switch her ammo and do things properly, but this was a high DPS farming build and sadly had no tank. Alright, I'm gonna go for this Dragoon here. Do remember that Dragoons can pressure you extremely hard, but all I'm seeing so far is a Nosferatu. Oh, there's the weapon scram. See if we can hold this here. I might be able to brawl this Dragoon out. No heavy nudie pressure. Means my tank's gonna hold real nice here. Looks like I'm under the weapon systems now. It's only a matter of time. Ooh, I was getting some nice hits in there. Do remember, you guys, that you can mess with the tracking of the laser systems with velocity to tracking. Start to pull away from me. I don't think she's gonna make it. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna get it. Nice, we got it. Get your little pod too. Alright, there is an Atron here. Hopefully he does want to brawl. He's yellow boxing me and coming at me pretty quick here, so he is going to get into quick brawl range. Alright, he wants it. If he can keep this good distance from me, this is good. The Atron does pump out huge amounts of DPS, but to do this, it does mainly have to be a structured tank. Oh. This will allow me to get good smashing hits on this Atron versus him against my armor. As you can see it there on the screen. Right now, we're going to bleed him a little bit here. Ooh, he got a good angle on me there. Come on. My tank's holding. Having this high DPS output like this allows you to be able to match up with these DPS frigates, but they still can outmaneuver you. Let's try to hold this one. Where are you going? Come back! Alright, see you next time. Alright, I did just quickly stop in the station here so that I can get some repairs on my heated modules and did drop off the loot that I did pick up. So far we have got some pretty interesting little fights, and we do always have to remind ourselves, you guys, that we do have very little utility mid slots, so we have to always make sure that we are manually piloting on the screen. Otherwise we will get pinned down and not be able to track our opponents. And if we do look at the kill mail here from Angelus real quick, we can see that it was a properly designed build and that she was using her armor repping ability properly. But the only downfall here, you guys, is that she made herself heavily reliant on capacitor, and to be able to make sure that she can continuously rep, she does have to drain the cap of her opponents. But if she just did change the enduring stasis webifier to a capacitor booster, she then could have survived even longer. But still good fight, Angelus. This is one of the hardest matchups I could probably face in this ship and design, as I am going against my weakest resistance profile. Now this thing will outpace me no matter what, especially with those 200mm weapons. So now I have to go into piloting skill here, and I need to use his agility against him. I'm going to drag this Thrasher with me, and I need to get some distance so that I can get these reps off. And if I'm not able to get this distance here, you guys, I'm going to have to warp away. But hopefully I'm able to stay on this field and get those extra reps in, forcing this player to burst at me with his agility.
You cannot move, because natural
which will allow me to win this fight. Come on. I might have to go. Oh, he's coming at me here. I can stay. I can stay and break him now. Oh, he's right on me. I got these reps in. 7-8 gun weapon systems is no joke. All right, here we go. I might have to break him here. I got 2 more volleys. All right, he's going down. There's no way he's going to crit me there. Good fight, man. That was a crazy one. Gonna give you the Pod Express home. If we do look at his kill mail right here, we can see that he did properly have a good supporting Thrasher build, and that specific design is super powerful because you do get the bonus of the Minmatar ships. Now, the only reason why I did defeat that player was I was able to pull distance and get those reps off. Alright, we did safely repair at the station, and if we zoom in on the ship right here, we can see that we are starting to stack up some good little kill marks, and our goal here, as always, is to try and get a good streak. And do always remember, you guys, that you have to drop off the loot that you do get from your fights at any station that you do use or anyone that is close to you. I'm going to put that stuff in right there, and then I don't need these either, so I'm going to put that over there. Alright, looks good. And the Punisher always does have a good engagement profile, you guys, so do not be afraid to engage anything that you come across. I have spotted an Incursus here on my D-scan. Now do remember that they do get a high repping bonus, so you could be in for some trouble. There he is right there. Alright, there is an Incursus here. We do have over the 186 DPS mark. We can pressurize Ancillary Repper. Alright, let's see if this player does have dual reps. Yep, it is dual repping. I do think I can outpace it, though. Let's go, you little fuck. My tank's barely being pressured here. My fake ancillary repper's holding. God bless the booster. Oh, you're trying to run, huh? Come here. Oh, you can give me your pod too? Good fight. I did just dock really fast to get some quick repairs, and we can see right here that we did get another little kill mark. So we are starting to get a good little streak. Let's see if we can keep it going. There is another destroyer that I did locate over here, and I'm going to try to see if I can land on it. It is pretty close here, so it doesn't look like it's going to be kitey. This thing is dual webbed. I got to warp right away. Oh, there's one web. Okay, I see the other one coming now. I don't think I'm going to get close to it, but I am going to try a little bit here. Oh. Oh, it's making me bleed super heavy here. I got to peel out and start getting the heck out of here. Go, go, go. I don't think we're gonna make it. Come on! If it crits me, I'm dead. Alright, we're good. I did catch an Algos here. It does look like it might be a farmer. The drones have been applied to, but I don't see any weapon damage coming out. Looks like it's just an easy kill. GF. Alright, I have engaged a Crucifier Navy issue here. It looks like it is utilizing all of its mid slots to pressure me with utility, and I am going to have a hard time tracking it, so now I must manually pilot on the screen and try to get as many lining shots as I can. He's speeding around me here. Oh, he's got a nice little angle on me. There we go, got a few hits in there. I'm gonna have to switch my ammo here and get into my agility position. That way I can track them a little better. Or I should be able to get some better hits now that I've switched to some higher tracking ammunition. I'm going to try to drive up here now and use the agility of this player against them. That should allow me to get some grazing hits in at least. Now this is the downfall of using heavily plated ships, as you do have heavy reduced speed when it does come to your armor. Alright, this player is keeping me at a good distance and does know its utility control. This also is why you see that the Amarr vessels are very powerful, but they do need the assistance of a friend, because they are forced in the utility that they can provide on the battlefield, as they do only have 2 mid slots. I'm going to fly up and try to use some more agility against them. Now the thing here is, you guys, is I am cap stable, and over time, eventually this player will burn themselves out. I do think I got a good little angle on him there. Managed to get a pretty good hit. Alright, got some more good hits in there. This is the power of the tracking disruptor, you guys, versus gun weapon systems. Alright, I do think this player will start to flee, as they won't be able to take any more solid hits from me. So they would have to start getting out of here. Oh, yep, pulling range quick. There's no way I'm gonna catch him. GF. I am coming up on an Executioner here. Now these are the most powerful T1 kiters in the game, or the most powerful defensive. Alright, did manage to get first strike here. Alright, it's coming at me. It isn't going to play its defensive role, so this is good for me. The only difference here is I will have a hard time tracking it if I do not get these lining shots, as I do have a 400 plate. It does have more agility than me, so I need to realign and focus and make sure that I get these hits that's needed. Let's see what you got, brother. Alright, it does look like I'm getting some good little shots here. Once I realign out and he's swinging behind me, I should get some nice straight hits. There's one. Come on, there's another one. Ooh, he's getting a low angle on me here. I'm gonna have to go up a bit. I'm gonna try and get an angle on him, see if I can win this fight here. It does have a web, so I do have to manually pilot on the screen. Oh, he's lining up real nice here. This is gonna be an ace shot. Oof. GF, man. Get your little pod. See you in the next one. Alright, you guys, I am back in Zarzak now, and I did bring all of the loot from all of the fights up here as well, and we did manage to get around 106 million ISK. Now, we did get a lot of good fights in this roam, and I do have to split this into a 2-part series as well. Now, if you guys are new to EVE Online, make sure to go and check some of my other videos, and sometimes if you are a little busy in life and do need things just a little casual, a little more quiet, you can go ahead and check out my No Words Just Pew video series. That will have no audio, no music, just pew. As always, if you guys did make it to the end, please do like and subscribe. God bless. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.